Hello, my name is Alec and this is my partner Katia.
Hey,
We are going to talk about computers and please enjoy.
this is for the Information Technologies class, activity number 1. So I hope this is pretty informative for you and I hope that you can understand it very well.
The computer. It's a powerful tool. It became part of our daily activities. You can do lots of things like work, watch videos, and play. And one of the most important things, connect with our friends.
That will be using internet, but whatever. From now, we're just talking about the computer. So we'll focus on the parts.
The computer have many different external parts like the monitor, the CPU, keyboard, mouse, and speakers. Those are many important things, but the most important things are the internal parts like motherboard, hard drive, RAM, and operating system. From now on, my partner Katia is going to explain you that thing.
Hey guys, I just want to tell you that from now on, I'm going to keep telling you about this computer thing. So let's start. The computer has a binary code. This means that everything you tell it to do is translated to a code so the computer can understand what you're telling it to do. This code is composed by two numbers, 1 and 0. Now, the computer is divided in two groups. The parts of the computer are divided in two groups, hardware and software. So let's talk about them. So, as we were saying, the computer is divided into two different groups, software and hardware. First, we're going to talk about hardware. These are the physical elements of the computer as shown in the image. We have the monitor, the CPU, the speakers, the keyboard, the mouse. Here it's missing the printer. All these things that we can touch are hardware elements, okay? Now, hardware is divided into two groups, central processing unit, which is CPU, and peripheral devices. Now, the CPU is the core of the computer. It controls the computer activity and it processes the instructions, and it's divided and built by some special devices such as the power supply. It provides electrical energy to turn on all the elements in the computer. Then we have the motherboard. All the elements are connected to it. It recognizes the elements connected and the operating system that's being used. After that, we have the microprocessor. It controls and executes the actual processing. The speed is measured by hertz, and they represent how many instructions can be executed per second. That brings us to the RAM access memory, which is called RAM. This is a volatile memory that stores data and information. When the computer is turned off, the RAM is cleared until it is turned again. It can keep date, applications open, memory usage. It's just for the moment you're using it. Then we have the hard drive. This is the internal storage that keeps documents, applications, and operating system files. The information kept by the hard drive is not deleted when the computer is turned off. The hard drive has a finite capacity. This means that the hard drive's capacity is limited, and it has different speeds. That brings us to the graph and audio cards. These transform the digital signals of the processor into an audio or visual elements. That's all they do. And finally, we have the optical unit. It reads and writes information to and from a CD using an optical laser. Now, let's talk about peripheral devices, also known as input and output devices. The input devices allow us to enter information to the computer, such as the mouse, the keyboard, the microphone, and the scanner. On the other hand, we have the output devices, which present results of the processed actions, such as the printer, the monitor, and the speakers. For example, when you're working on your computer and you tell it to write something on Word and it does it, then you want something like an evidence of your work. And then bring us to the printer, because the printer will present the results of the processed action. The results in this case will be the printer page that then you will have as an evidence of your work, and the actions will be when you were writing something on this page in Microsoft Word. Now we're going to talk about software. Software are the non-physical elements of a computer, such as the programs, the applications, or the operating system. Software is divided into three groups: software, system software, application software, and development software. The system software are all the programs that usually come with a computer, such as the timing. One example of this software can be Windows or Linux. Then we have application software. These are all the programs that has to be installed to perform a specific work. This is divided in another two branches. One is horizontal, that is general needs, and you don't need any specific knowledge to use them. One example of this is Microsoft Office. And the other branch is vertical, which are applications designed to cover a specific needs and no more than a specific needs. And finally, we've got development software. And its purpose is to create applications, and it requires technical knowledge. One example of this can be Visual Studio. Now we have storage devices. These are physical means to store and share information. Some of them are portable. Then this is divided in two branches. One of them is primary storage devices. There are internal storage units required for a computer to start up, such as RAM and ROM. And the other branch is the secondary storage devices that are all the portable means available to transport data, such as hard drive unit, optical disc like CDs, DVDs, or Blu-rays, and the USB. And that will be it. Thank you for listening, and I hope you think we did a great work.